Hello there. Hello there. Hello there, hello there, hello there, hello there, hello there, hello there, hello there. And welcome to Bee in a Jar ASMR. Bee in a Jar ASMR. Today we are in a very unique location. I decided to film down by the river, 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 down by the river. You can see my partner out in the distance out there, climbing on some rocks, climbing on some rocks, climbing on some rocks, climbing on some rocks. It is kind of a gloomy day out here. And the river has been recently flooded, and so it is absolutely raging, absolutely raging, absolutely raging, absolutely raging. So I'm kind of hiding in this little canal over here so we can get some water sounds, some water sounds, some water sounds, some river rocks, some river rocks. It is so beautiful out here, though. We've been collecting rocks all along the way. Anytime we find something cool looking, we just throw it right in the bag, and we're gonna take it home and probably put it in the rock tumbler, the rock tumbler, the rock tumbler, the rock tumbler. My partner, he got me a rock tumbler for, I think, my birthday, or maybe like a Christmas ago, I can't remember. But it's sat on our shelf for forever, and we have not used it yet. So we wanna kind of christen it with some cool river rocks, some cool river rocks, river rocks, river rocks, river rocks. A lot of sandy, gritty rocks out here. Give them a rinse. Super pretty, 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 super pretty. There's actually a really unique looking rock over here. This is super cool. I imagine this has been here a really long time. Can't really hear a lot of the sounds because the river is so noisy. The river's so noisy. The river's so noisy. The river's so noisy. But hopefully the river sounds add to some atmosphere. This is super pretty though. I love all the different shades of green in this. If anybody is interested in geology and knows what this might be, let me know. I would guess like this looks like maybe some kind of quartz. Maybe it's like a jade. I don't know for sure. I don't really know my rocks. I can't identify them very well, but I just think they're really pretty. I think they're really pretty. They're really pretty. They're really pretty. They're really pretty. I love looking at cool rocks and just collecting them. So up here you can see the water is just raging today. It's just raging. It's just raging. It's just raging. It's just raging. So it's a bit noisy out here. I haven't really tested what the audio quality is going to sound like, just because I kind of got this idea on a whim today. My partner actually suggested it. He said, why don't we just film when we go out to the river today? So very pretty, very pretty, very pretty, very pretty. But this whole area has been completely reformed due to the flooding. The last time we came here, I think it was in August, and it looked completely different. But since our area is getting a lot of torrential rain, we ended up seeing this whole riverscape shift, and so it looks very different out here now. Very different, very different, very different. But lots of cool rocks to be found. Figured I'd do a bit of rummaging, a bit of rummaging, a bit of rummaging. Let's see, what's this guy? This one looks cool. Okay, it's really wedged in there. Let's see if I can get in there. There we go. What do we got here? This looks kind of interesting. Give it a rinse. We'll see what we got. Ooh, that's very cool. I'm definitely going to have some very dirty fingernails after this. We're going to need a manicure video after this. Let's see. Not really any little critters out here this time of year since it's so chilly, so I'm not really seeing any worms or anything like that. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Wow, that's really interesting. it's funny because I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to rocks, so you're not going to hear any fun facts or anything like that. And you're just going to hear some silly rambles about, ooh, that looks cool, or ooh, I might take that one on with me. Let's see. I don't really know how noisy it's going to be with me walking around out here. That's kind of why I've done the soft-spoken, 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 soft-spoken. And as you could probably tell, this video had no plan whatsoever. Just kind of going into it. Just getting a POV of walking along the river rocks, It is so serene out here. Absolutely gorgeous. Gotta be very cautious in my steps though. It would be hilarious to fall on camera, but that is not my goal today. Not today. I'm trying to find some more interesting things to check out around here. Got some pretty rocks in here. Anything hiding? This little green one's cool. Let's give it a rinse. Ooh, that's really unique. Super pretty colors. I like that green. Not enough to take it home though. Not enough to take it home. Let's see. Ooh, I really like rocks that have kind of these bands in them. It's super pretty. I don't know if that's like quartz or something, but there's a lot of rocks like this around here. We actually took one home yesterday that looked like it may be like a volcanic rock. It was super interesting. It had like a bunch of different facets with lots of like little black, shiny, what's the word I'm looking for? Little like deposits, I guess. It was pretty interesting. As a matter of fact, this looks pretty similar. That's really cool. Okay, we're gonna give this one a rinse real quick. So it looks kind of similar to what we took home yesterday or whenever it was. We've been on a little vacation the last couple days for our anniversary. And let's see. Ooh, that is super cool. Because I haven't used my rock tumbler yet, I don't really know what to expect from how the rocks that I collect will kind of shift. Because this one's already really smooth, but it looks kind of similar to the one that I took the other day where it had like these little black deposits in it. It doesn't look exactly the same, but we're gonna keep this one because I've got to tumble it and see how it'll turn out. But at the same time, it does look really, really pretty, and it's in all its glory on its own right now. Let's see, we'll do a little bit more of some rummaging over here, maybe. Trying to find some of the sounds along the way, the sounds along the way. With it being so noisy out here, it's definitely hard to find good, soft, subtle sounds. So hopefully you guys enjoy the experimentation. My hands are going to be so dirty, but at the same time, they're going to be so exfoliated. Squishy rock sounds, squishy gritty sounds, squishy gritty sounds, gritty sounds, gritty sounds. My hands, oh my goodness, they are going to be so exfoliated though, so exfoliated, so exfoliated, so exfoliated. I'm going to go give my hands a rinse over here in this little standstill, this little stand still, stand still, stand still. Much better, 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 much better. Sounds like an instrument of some kind. We need to find a rock with a little more texture, a little more texture, 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 texture. Let's see. You can see there's a fog rolling in, a fog rolling in, a fog rolling in, a fog rolling in. So pretty, so pretty, so pretty, so pretty. You can see a little bit of snow up there in the mountains. Up in the mountains, up in the mountains, up in the mountains, and this pretty fog rolling in. This pretty fog rolling in, very majestic. You can even see some of the little splashes washing up from the river just beyond the rocks, just beyond the rocks, just beyond the rocks, just beyond the rocks. Let's see, got like a fallen roots here. Let's see, can we get some sounds out of these guys? Surprised I haven't really experimented with nature sounds before. I just don't get out too much, don't get out too much, don't get out too much, don't get out too much. We're gonna take a little stroll back over the water here. Let's see. We'll go up on the rocks here, get a better view, try not to fall. Got a lot of fallen trees that have been washed up with the flooding. Kind of sad, but at the same time, that is nature. Such is life, such is life, such is life, such is life. You can see my bag down there, my bag, which now has, I think, 4 rocks of the day. And some beautiful trees washed up here. You won't be able to hear any noises off of these because it's so loud out here. But it's gorgeous, it's gorgeous, it's gorgeous. This kind of has sort of an apocalyptic feel about it. It almost kind of feels like The Last of Us out here, just because of the fog rolling in along the hillside and all the fallen trees, and just how dark and green it feels out here. But it's still so beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful. I always get tongue-tied. All right. Let's see if there's anything else we can make some noises with before I end my experiment. It definitely feels so surreal. I sort of feel like I'm in a movie out here, kind of hoping nothing comes running at me from the forest. But oh my goodness, these trees are so cool. So pretty, so pretty, so pretty, so pretty. And it smells amazing out here because I think a lot of these trees are cedar, and so it just smells like fresh cedar all along this little valley here, all along the valley. And maybe you can't tell as much as I can, but it gets so quiet when we hunch down here as opposed to standing and listening to the river water rushing so loudly. As if you get just out of earshot of the river, it just kind of settles down to a dull roar. And I see my partner standing out on the riverbed, and I think I'm gonna end my little experiment here. So I hope you guys enjoyed some nature sound experiments. And if you'd like to see more, I will have to film some more when I come up to this area again, because it is so beautiful up here. And thought it would be fun to experiment with just getting the sounds of the river. So pretty out here, so pretty, so pretty, so pretty. And now I seem to have obtained a crowd. a crowd, probably looking at me like I'm crazy. First public ASMR in the forest. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And let me know if you want to see more experiments like this or more nature ASMR. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope wherever you are in the world, you're having a wonderful day. Without further ado, until we